Hi, my name is Angelique Matthews, and I'm going to show you some basic setup before you start conducting inspections. So you would log in on your computer or your laptop, and once you do so, you would go ahead and click on Settings. You can then go and put in your company details under General Setting over here, upload your logo, and then once you've done so, click on Update Details. These details will appear on the cover of your report. The next setting that we're going to discuss is integration. So you click on Integration, scroll down to PayProp, and once you've done so, you can then click on Connect to PayProp. This will take you to another page where you can put in your username as well as your password and start your integration. It will pull through the properties first and then the contacts, your landlord and tenant details. Allow for a bit of time as it's pulling your entire book the first time, and thereafter it will update daily. The next integration that we'll be discussing, which is a personal favorite of mine, is the drive. Please connect to one of these drives. The reason for that is on final completion of your report, it will automatically pull through a copy of that report and just drop it into a folder into that drive. A bit of a backup. You can also go ahead and activate your scheduling, which will then, for the agents, they'll be able to see their appointments on their cell phone. From there, we're going to go ahead and discuss your reports. So you can click on reports and you can change a lot of settings here to make your inspection report slightly unique. I'm going to give you some of my personal preferences while we go through this. I definitely recommend keeping table of contents on. Notes and disclaimers, those can be changed according to report types. So if I scroll up here, you can choose either to change all inspection types, or if you want to do notes and disclaimers for your move in or move out, you can then select that and it will just change the disclaimers for those type of reports. The next thing to discuss is photos. You can go ahead and decide how you'd like the photos to appear on the report, the size, and where they appear. My personal preference is saying after items, and the reason for that, you'll have your bedroom, your description, and then the photos afterwards, looking quite professional and easy on the eye. Video is an added feature. If you're interested, please contact Property Inspect and we'll discuss that with you in more detail. Action and liability. In your app, there's a little triangle, and that activates the actions and liabilities. You can decide how you'd like that to appear on the report. Now, I would suggest grouping it together and having it on the top. The reason being is the agent that's conducting the inspection, it makes it easier for them to go through it with the tenant. However, if this is not your personal preference, you can decide to group them by responsibility or by action. You can also decide whether you'd like it on the top of the report or on the bottom of the report. Tenant feedback is not widely used in South Africa. I do have a few clients that use this for their move-in reports. You can then go ahead and switch it on. If you do that, please note the tenant cannot change any of your comments that you originally put in. Their comments will just appear as an additional comment. We also have the declaration. The next thing I'd like to discuss is adding a team member. You click on team on the top here, add a user, decide what kind of access you'd like them to have. Should you choose inspector, which is usually your agent setting, I'd like to discuss some of the settings I would suggest you definitely switch on or off. So the first thing is, my most important, is submit for review. When you activate this as on, which is what I suggest, this will allow you to be able to look at the inspection once it's synced back up to this platform. It will allow you to just go through the inspection before you hit complete, and then it can go through to your selected contacts. If you leave this as off, when they sync up the inspection, it will then automatically complete the inspection and send it out to the contacts that you've selected to get a copy. The other thing that I'd like to suggest is accept inspections. If you're a small team, leave that as off. If you activate this, it will mean that the agent will then have to go onto the email, accept that they're doing the inspection, and then only can they pull the report through to their phone. Once you change the settings to your requirements, you can then go ahead and on the bottom right, you can click create user. That user will then receive an email and they can create their password, allowing them to log in using their own name on both the web-based platform as well as the app. We will be touching quite a few more settings in further videos, one of which will be your templates, and I definitely suggest that you go through them. I hope that this video helps you, and if you have any more requirements, please don't hesitate to contact someone from Property Inspect, or you're welcome to contact support as well.